Welcome to Aunt Gay's Kitchen. Our crust for the butterscotch pies are now baked. They're sitting here cooling, and now we're going to go to the stove to make the filling. But first I'm going to give you the recipe for one butterscotch pie. I'm doubling all the ingredients because I'm making two. The ingredients are 1 cup of brown sugar, 4 tablespoons of cornstarch, which is equal to 1/4 cup, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 2 cups of whipping cream, 3 eggs separated, 1/4 cup of butter, a teaspoon of vanilla, and your pie crust. In my pot, I have already put the brown sugar, the cornstarch, the salt, and a portion of the whipping cream. Now you used only the egg yolks in your butterscotch filling. Beat your egg yolks so that they are well mixed. Then you pour that into this butterscotch mixture. And you do that before it gets very hot, because otherwise it will cook your eggs and they'll curdle. And then you can add your butter. It will melt as the temperature rises. Rest of your whipping cream. Now this pot that I am using is a coated pot, so I don't really have to stand here and watch it and stir to keep it from burning. I just need to come back occasionally and stir it. If you're not using a pot that you can trust not to scorch, then you'll need to stand and stir it the whole time. Now, as you can tell, this is a very high-calorie dessert. If you want to, you can reduce the calories by substituting brown sugar Splenda, use margarine, and use regular milk. But of course, it's not going to taste quite as good. And I might tell you, I also use unsalted butter. If you're adding salt to a recipe, I don't think you need salt in your butter. Once your butterscotch sauce comes to a boil and thickens, then you can add your vanilla. Turn the heat off. Pour it into the crust.
Okay.
Now we're ready to make the meringue. Put your egg whites from the eggs that you took the yolks to make the filling with into your mixer bowl. You want to add 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. And mix. Once your egg whites have come to form stiff peaks, then you'll add 1/4 cup of sugar gradually. Now I'm using 1/2 cup because I'm making 2 pies. When that's thoroughly mixed, then you add a half a teaspoon of vanilla. Ready to go onto the pie. When you put the meringue on the pie, be sure you spread it clear out to the edge and try to seal it against the crust. When it comes out of the oven and is cooling, the meringue will tend to shrink away from the crust, and this will prevent some of that. These are ready to go back into your 350-degree oven for about 15 more minutes. You'll need to watch. Everybody's oven works differently, and you don't want these to get too brown. And I'm going to put my metal rings on these because the crusts have already cooked part way, and I don't want them to get overly brown. Here is the finished product, butterscotch pie from Aunt Gay's Kitchen.